Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and as the title suggests, I wanted to talk about the possibility of CounterStrike 2, aka CSGO 2, coming to the mobile platform. Now, obviously, this is pretty big news if it did happen, but I just want to go ahead and reiterate that nothing is confirmed and we don't have any actual information from Valve themselves, so everything is purely speculative. Now, for those of you that are out of the loop and don't even know what CounterStrike 2 is, basically they have taken CSGO and they have ported it over to the Source Engine 2. This is Valve's new engine and it basically comes with a ton of new upgrades and stuff. So while it may still be CSGO at its heart, it has gotten a lot of new features and a lot of new upgrades, including lighting, the graphics, the way that smoke grenades work, and even the servers themselves. Now, I'm sure you might be thinking, okay, this sounds great for Counter-Strike fans on PC, but what does this have to do with the mobile platform? Well, we do know that the Source Engine 2 actually does run on the mobile platform already. In fact, if we look at this article here from 2018, they already confirmed all the way back then that the Source Engine 2 does indeed run on mobile. So this was 5 years ago that this was already possible. So the fact that CSGO has been moved over to this engine does indicate that it technically is possible for this game to actually run on Android and iOS. Now, this is why some members of the mobile community are excited for Counter-Strike 2 because of the possibility of it potentially coming to mobile. Now that it is running on an engine that is already mobile compatible, it seems like the likeliness that it could happen is just increased even more so because that compatibility is now there. However, like we already mentioned, this is purely speculative, and just because it is possible, it does not mean it'll happen. Now, right now, it's kind of hard to predict whether or not Valve is interested in bringing Counter-Strike to the mobile platform. I mean, obviously, from a business standpoint, it makes sense. This game already is a free-to-play game with microtransactions, and now that it's running on an engine that's already compatible with Android and iOS, well, it just makes the most sense that this would, of course, happen. Now, just because the Source Engine 2 is compatible with Android and iOS does not mean that they're going to bring Counter-Strike or really any other games that run on Source. However, there are some actual people in the Counter-Strike community that do believe that this could potentially be a thing. For example, this is one clip that I've seen multiple times now being shared amongst the mobile community, and a lot of people are taking this as even more proof that Counter-Strike 2 could be coming to the mobile platform. I'll let you guys go ahead and see the clip now.
That's it.
Chat says CS Mobile. Bro, nah, it's a rebrand for sure.
Honestly, they might release like mobile version in future, cause like Source 2 have native support for Android and iOS.
Really?
Like, it does.
What the fuck?
They don't even have to create separate builds for it.
So that's basically the clip that a lot of people are sharing in the mobile community right now. That was essentially an esports Counter-Strike thing, and they basically went ahead and reconfirmed the idea that yes, the Source Engine 2 is compatible with Android and iOS already. It's been that way for a long time. However, this is not the only evidence to suggest that Counter-Strike 2 might be coming to the mobile platform. In fact, recently, some stuff came out from a data miner that basically found some mobile files in the actual code of Counter-Strike 2. In these various lines of code, they basically found references to a mobile version, which is even more evidence to suggest that maybe the game could be coming to Android and iOS. Now, right now, it is not official confirmation because, of course, we don't know what Valve means when it comes to them referencing mobile in their code for Counter-Strike 2, but the obvious suggestion is, of course, an Android and iOS version. Now, the really interesting thing about this find is that if this is true and if they are planning an Android and iOS version of Counter-Strike 2, then that means that it shares the same source code as the PC version, which could potentially hint at the fact that it might have cross-play or at the very least cross-progression. Now, I'm not entirely sure if they would actually do crossplay and how that would work and how the mobile audience and the PC audience would take to that. However, I do think cross progression would actually be a very good idea if this does end up happening. There's been a lot of people who've been playing CSGO for many years, and they've probably accumulated a lot of skins throughout their time playing the game. And the fact that those skins are going to carry over to Counter-Strike 2 is obviously a huge incentive to actually play Counter-Strike 2. But on top of that, if they also added a mobile version that also had cross progression, then that would actually give the PC community a lot of incentive to actually download the mobile version, because all of their skins would carry over and they would continue being able to play and grind for loot boxes and stuff when they're away from their home setup. But that is pretty much all of the evidence that we currently have to suggest that Counter-Strike 2 might be coming to the mobile platform. Make sure to let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below, but with all of that being said, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.